For me, honestly, one of the ways I've always processed things is through performance, is through art, whether it's writing or acting. And so initially this was going to be a stage show that I was working on. A lot of people maybe only know me from a comedic perspective, but I think it's important also for myself even, to be like, there are other parts of me that I haven't shown that are inevitably spilling over into my work. And I want my kids to see that too, that this is part of their family too. This is part of their story. I think the asking of questions is a wonderful thing.
We really wanted to focus on that RAISCD that raised the rich life that happened, that occurred for 100 years before its destruction in Vinegar Hill. We wanted to give the folks that lived in Vinegar Hill the opportunity to tell us these stories about being in community with one another.
It's important for these stories to be told and captured. The biggest thing you can do is think critically about your impact on your community, but also thinking about like what it is you can do to change things.
When you have a book in the world, you're asked a lot of questions, and it helps you, at least it does me, to really see, okay, what am I writing about? What do I really care about? And I really care about writing about women and telling stories from our perspective. And people don't always make empowered decisions. And that my hope in this book is that the women are in disempowered situations, and I am inviting them, right, to do something about that.
I've had a lot of crazy experiences with this movie. I got a chance to write The Disaster Artist, which became a movie. But the whole goal with that book was for that story to become a film, because I thought, you're in this movie that people love, but it's so bad you can't show it to anybody. But I'm like, wait, the story behind it I thought was fascinating. It was like a crazy journey that finally I feel like a good movie was made out of this whole story.
We talked to so many educators as we were making this movie, and one of the first things they always said to us is, before I can even broach the topic of mascots when I'm talking to people, I have to give a half an hour to an hour of Native American history in America. Because you can't even start talking about mascots or how we get to mascots without explaining that.
One thing that I'm really dedicated to is what I like to call indigenous soundscape, for lack of a better word. And those are just sounds that, to me, evoke indigeneity in my experience, like a real experience. It might be sounds of rattles or drums that I used my whole life.
The X factor that I have is the William & Mary community. The William & Mary community, it's like you just never feel like you're jumping out of an airplane without a parachute. It's like they'll catch you. Like they want you to succeed.